Okay, you got it. You got it.
Why are we having this argument? Either way, folks, as we get set here as Bonk, who's risen up the ranks, and 6WX looking to reclaim his spot. A dramatic fall for him in the Philadelphia PR. At number 10, he's looking to spin dash his way right back up on the back of the blue blur. And welcome to Winners Finals here at CodeName Bears 195. Bonk, the staple Meta Knight here in Philadelphia, looking to show that he is here to stay at the expense of the former Philadelphia number 1.
So far, we get that early pressure that Meta Knight and Bonk really have to put on this Sonic. Like we were saying last match, you really need to cut off Sonic and how he moves in and gets that early pressure. Uh-oh!
Oh, my. Okay. And this is one of the core problems of Sonic, and it has been from basically the very beginning. Even if he landed that hit, he would have put himself into disadvantage.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. It's not conducive to the win condition of the game itself at its very core. And unfortunately, this is the character that 6WX made his name upon.
Right.
And I mean, Sonic, obviously, he's still very adept and capable of winning these tournaments, I think, in my opinion, as Sonic. But I mean, something's got to give here, man. And Bonk, it might just give at his behest.
I mean, right now, even though, that double up air connection, finding it off platform and in the air, regardless of everything that happened off that side of the stage, Bonk was still left catching up, and he has not done so yet.
And that's amazing. I mean, connecting flush with that up air. Shades of Smash 4 6WX there. And it's almost amazing because I thought at first, just because, I don't know, sometimes you wonder maybe 6WX is having trouble adjusting to the mechanics of the game. Then it becomes very apparent. Wonderful tech on the up B, by the way, to save himself and stay alive at 120%. Is not able to tech on the underside of the stage. Bonk will secure the first kill of this best of 5 clip, but it just turns out the up air doesn't really work anymore. But connecting for 6WX there, I'm talking about 3 plays ago now, though. That's just the nature of Ultimate. It is the fastest-paced chess game you'll ever see in your life.
I mean, I think you're right to even carry that through because, like you were saying, the name of the game is stock claims, and Sonic really has trouble doing that. The back airs, the forward smashes, and the up airs are really all that come to mind in terms of Sonic's lethality. You don't see a whole lot of down smashes, up smashes, anything like that, and just like that, if you count out forward smash, all the smashes are gone in terms of how you're going to take out your opponent. So I think you're fine in questioning how Sonic will be able to advance in the game for that long, essentially.
Well, and I do agree with you in a sense, but I will say point counterpoint.
Okay.
Just in terms of the game, obviously the emphasis was meant to be put on the neutral, and 6WX will not make it back after claiming the second stock off of Bonk. And with a decisive advantage still, it's the means with which you get those kills that have changed, because Sonic does still have F Smash. It's still a decent little tool as it sends Bonk across the stage there, and a swift kick to the chest, or whatever can be considered the chest of Meta Knight. Whatever part of the anatomy it may be, that is a dead Meta Knight to claim the first stock and take game number 1.
Yeah, I didn't take calculus, so I don't know how many radians you would expect Meta Knight's body to be in terms of called out of the chest. Like 1/8. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in school. So the pick here, actually Dracula's Castle going to Omega Final D. This being Bonk's pick.
Interesting, because you know, that's such a 6WX move too, where you know the music counter pick, and he did like to go to Dracula's Castle quite a bit, Omega Dracula's Castle, and indeed the Black Sonic coming out from 6WX, dressed as for a funeral. Will he be playing the dirge of Bonk's winners bracket hopes here at Dracula's Castle?
So far, again, Sonic taking control early on, but quick little jab will even it up. Both of these guys rely on their chip damage, but we've seen how Bonk can be very lethal with these up air strings. Up B takes out.
Oh my! Driving a stake through the heart of this vampire-esque Sonic.
I mean, you got bats in the background. You got to show off for your boys.
Absolutely. I mean, yo, Belmonts, where you at, B? Come on now. Bonk.
And
with down air combos, however, 6WX savvy to get out of that.
I mean, just even the resilience of Bonk going out for that yet again. He knows how he has to apply pressure that hard, that quick. And even after that first stop claim, it's still fresh in the mind to take out. That is another dead Sonic.
Not
the air dodge.
Yet.
I missed it again.
No, he had the up B and regenerated that air dodge. It was a well-calculated edge guard. Just sit there and neutral B. It's and that's a kill confirm for Bonk. When he hits that off of the side, it's one of the things that has changed about the character. But 6WX, ever resilient. He is none too happy with his placement in the current PR season. He's looking for more mini-boss, and will he get it on the back of Sonic, or will he have to continue his surge with these characters' experimentations with Wolf, with Incineroar, with Joker, which have borne fruit. However, the Dimensional Cape, it makes you wonder. I mean, sometimes you just got to stick with your guns, and Sonic is the best gun he's got.
Absolutely, yeah, the neutral air going to take, but right now, very nice, like you said, 6WX finding his way back with Sonic, that tried and true option that carried him into the limelight of Smash Brothers overall. And that loss from the first round being ever present in Bonk's mind as he charges yet again, going in with those dash attacks. Can he even things up here?
6WX not allowing that Meta Knight to carry through with those combos. Bonk, we have seen him escort people to the other side of that blast zone many a time. That back air, that secured game number 1 for him, is going to secure the second stock of this game number 2. Pulls back on the spin dash, keeps Meta Knight ahead of him, and maintains stage control and advantage. Bonk, he needs to reset neutral, and he needs to do it quick. These jabs will certainly help.
And right now, yeah, 6WX taking control, using a lot more of Sonic's movement as a resort option. And he, again, this spring going to prove so troublesome, but the Dimensional Cape skirt around claims it.
You know what? You think you have him. You think you have him. No, he's like a bar of soap in the bath. You just can't get a handle on him. And Bonk, proving slippery as ever, ties the set at 1 as we go to game number 3. And it will be Omega Dracula's Castle again? Not quite.
Yeah,
and I mean, it is a favorite of his, but apparently Bonk likes it too, and he liked it so much that he won on it. we have seen him favor Kalos as Sonic before.
Yeah, but that cuts off one of 6WX's kill options with that up air that we saw before. So, I mean, that does cut it off for Bonk as well. But like we said before, I think Sonic is more hurting in terms of finding kill options than Meta Knight. So I think that's why we're seeing the Battlefield option. Platforms will be able to lend to a lot more of those strings from both these characters. Actually, cut my word short there as he resorts to Joker for this final match.
A surprise up the sleeve, an ace up the sleeve perhaps for 6WX, pulling out the Joker. We'll have to see if Joker's wild on Battlefield Dracula's Castle here.
Really playing that spacing game with those early guns and AHA. Just keeping them at bay and just realizing, all right, you have to play a whole new game, 6WX says to Bonk. Skirting around.
And this Joker has proven effective in games past. Obviously, we saw just last set against Yoda Cage in winter semifinal. The return of that Morton, which I wish I had the voice to bring the hype for.
Right.
Goodness gracious, I'm so happy that that thing is back. But against the Joker, that is the turnaround on the Mecha Koopa to claim the last stock that sent 6WX into winners final, as you so eloquently proclaimed. Yourself.
I was a little gasping, but I mean, that's because the set's so hype right now. And right now, the Arsene does come out, so Meta Knight and Bonk is going to have to play a little bit of the waiting game, sitting at 108. And
that counters hitbox.
It's ridiculous.
He was just standing there. With 6WX learning ever so more about this character, has come so close to winning bears in the past with this Joker. I don't think he's been successful with it yet. Has he?
No, not in terms of winning a CodeName bears.
No.
I'd say he's almost there, but he's still in the learning process of Joker. So right now, very nice forward smash takeout from Bonk, but I'd say, you know, Joker is lending to a lot more favorable matchups for 6WX. but he still has, you know, he still has to peak a little bit with Joker in terms of being an elite Joker. He's very, very close, but he's not quite there yet.
There is something missing, and we're seeing it develop over time as Arsene makes his second appearance of this game number 3. Nair by Bonk. However, 6WX at the ready. Looking for another counter. Bonk says, I don't need none of that in my face. Get out.
Yeah, great job reading that weight, realizing that he was at high percentage and on ledge. 6WX was thinking, okay, he's going to throw out an option, try to kill. And then Bonk said, all right, I'm going to wait for that option to go away and actually kill you. And already 36 with that counter, and Arsene is already out and right back at, this is an even game yet again.
Boy, that down B has to be one of the most useful tools in the entire game throughout the roster.
Without a doubt.
I mean, never mind the range, which was on full display at the first stock. It's the reason why Bonk is down to stock right now. Not down to stock in terms of 6WX.
Right.
Joker, but, you know, doesn't have 3 stocks. It's because Joker just sat at ledge.
Exactly.
And it didn't even look like it should have connected. But here we are. I don't even know what to say, folks. What can I say? This is Smash Brothers. And that's a dash attack by Meta Knight trying to create a juggle situation, but 6WX, I mean, you sure he's not playing Sonic? I mean, with how slippery he can be in the air.
The way he was trying to go out with a gun, which I don't advise against Meta Knight, really. He does have the jumps to skirt around it.
Yeah.
So to try to get the gun chip out in the end. Wow, just the amount of down airs and neutral air that Bonk threw out. Even though it didn't land to him, just puts in the mind of 6WX that the pressure on ledge will be constant and consistent. Even though he does take stage control here, lets him get back with probably fearing the tornado a little bit. And the bounce back. Great job for Bonk to drive it into the ground to get that bounce back. 6WX wasn't able to rely on that, but he was able to get back the stock claim in the end.
And it will be a tough task to make this comeback complete. However, we'll have to see what 6WX can do with Arsene. Now, as many prominent Jokers have made very evident, there are kill options Arsene-less. However, you know what? Who needs Arsene when you have yourself a toothpick? And Meta Knight spreading its wings and flying here in Winners Final, going up 2-1 at the expense of the former Philly #1.
Yeah, at that last moment before he rolled to ledge, we saw an AHA come out, and actually Meta Knight was too low and too close for Meta Knight to actually get hit by it. And so I think that 6WX was trying to find some way to get a big hit on him, because like you said, he had Arsene, but he needed that damage to even the game overall. Was possibly looking for another AHA to do that, but it just was a non-option when Meta Knight was that close. So Bonk able to recognize that situation and how close he was to Joker and finishing out with that down smash. And we're getting a little home field advantage here to possibly bring 6WX back from a potential 3-1.
All right, respect to the mind games by 6WX. Picking easily the worst color scheme of the
yeah, that last bit, stages. yeah.
And the yellow jacket.
It's it's a certain shade of yellow. I'm not going to say what it reminds me of, but you know, don't eat the blank snow, I guess, would be the.
Oh my! Might remind him of his mood because 6 is pissed, and now down air to get Meta Knight off stage. And again, it's such a sweeping motion. It's a good little clear the floor tool. And with Meta Knight's shape, it does take work to get back to the stage, especially with 6WX at the ready to maintain stage control. Playing a perfect game right now. Bonk looking to take care of that, but having no opportunity to do so. Gunn almost getting the best of the Philadelphia PR player in Bonk. Ranked higher than 6WX. For the first time, I think, ever. I
think so, yeah. 6WX has been on top for so long, and Bonk has really come through the ranks now, but like you said, I've never seen a situation where Bonk has been on top of 6WX, except now. But not on this match. 6WX is on top of Bonk as he claims it with the assistance of Arsene. Very nice job, and 57 not hurting himself all that much. He has definitely taken control this second time around.
It's defense by possession, as the term would be in soccer. Congratulations to the ladies in the World Cup final, by the way. And it's you can't get scored on if you are controlling the pace of the match. 6WX in full at the driver's seat of this one for certain. And now as Bonk tries to make his way in, initiate some sort of offense, 6WX ready at the weight with Rebel's guard. You know what? You want to play Bull? I'm more than happy to play Matador, says 6WX.
Yeah, that was a great job. Again, just the rushdown capability of Meta Knight just made 6WX realize that he's a very rushdown character. He will throw out options if he's approaching at such speeds, and that's perfect fodder for Rebel's guard.
Arsenless back air tries to get himself a stage control situation, but a little too high up. Meta Knight able to recover.
Wow, able to skirt around that neutral air. That was impressive recovery, but he won't recover from that. Another dimensional cape squeezes Bonk one step closer to taking it over 6WX.
However, there's a big damage gap to make up, and 6WX, I mean, he's doing pretty well on Battlefield.
Getting those down tilts in, going to provide, made him
You know what?
away.
That chip damage, sometimes it's all you need, but the back throw is going to take it.
Yeah,
it's going to take Bonk down to his last stock of this game number 4. So potential tiebreaker situation here. If 6WX can close this out. The back air, Arsenless back air, one of the kill options that we know Joker 2 have. In fact, we saw it used quite prominently by another Joker. You might have heard of MK Leo. Pretty decent.
I think, yeah, he's been in a couple like FGC stuff, right? I think so.
Yeah. He's not bad.
And I mean, props to 6WX for putting this pressure so early on. He got almost a full combo, and Meta Knight, or Bonk rather, realizing that he could try to extend that with another
counter.
Right.
Oh my!
Option to go high, but Arsene comes out, and Dimensional Cape actually doesn't come through, and Arsene, they are both, tossing back and forth. They want to get that stock claim off of stage, that they're tossing stage control right back to their opponent.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of hot potato right now at the moment, but right now, will it be Bonk left holding the dud? At the end of this game number 4, A-Hop pops him up. 159% last stock. Not looking all that great, and indeed, the knife straight through the heart of his game 4 hopes. 6WX takes it to 2-2, and he is back with a vengeance, it seems like, but can he close out this game number 5? What's his win condition here?
Just for right now, the way he was able to control Meta Knight off that stage and actually more read Bonk instead of reading Meta Knight, because Bonk was ready to air dodge. There was a circumstance where Joker had Meta Knight close to off stage, and Bonk realized, okay, 6WX is going to go for the full combo, which led to an up B snap to bring him back down and extend that combo. 6WX sort of went off that, didn't go for the up B, and letting Bonk air dodge and capitalize off that instead. So I think it's really realizing what he can go for, but also switching it up at the last moment will give the edge on such a very fast and rushdown character that is Meta Knight, that could lend to 6WX going up on Bonk here. But even though he has Arsene, a little bit of a different story being told. Meta Knight in charge in terms of damage, a little bit of a chip with the Arsene assistance, rather, will get him very close to right back in it.
Meta Knight, that back air, trying to space himself out, however, not providing enough knockback for Bonk to set up the rest of his offense. 6WX right back at it and showing that tenaciousness. I guess tenacity is the correct word, Mini Boss. That is proved so useful for him in the global scheme of Smash, and now is trying to reestablish himself locally.
That was a great fake out forward smash there into the up tilt up B.
2 straight victories will have to be the key to victory. At the that sounded a little redundant, but what can I say? It's game 5, folks. It's hype, and it's an up smash that's going to take it. Not up smash, excuse me.
127.
Either way, yeah, I think that was tilt actually.
For what?
For 6WX's kill. I looked away, and all of a sudden I saw Meta Knight flying to the top of the screen, and it wasn't him doing it.
Oh, okay. But it might have been. I wasn't so sure myself.
Either way, we are at 2 stocks apiece, and you gotta 6WX. You did mention, yeah, like gun isn't going to be super effective, but you still establish it at the very least as a countermeasure. Like, I know exactly where you don't want to go because, yes, you don't need to fear it too much, but you still want to respect it. I'm still going to use it to dictate your movement.
Right.
And you're not going to be able to move as freely in the air as you would like if I just kept it in the holster.
Exactly, and the way that he made it effective,
beautiful.
Yes, that was great job, great conversion on that smash. But the way he made Gun effective is that he went higher with it. Gun has the range to be able to stifle out Meta Knight so far away that Joker didn't need to stay middle right in Meta Knight's danger zone. Because Meta Knight can throw out a fair and send you back on stage. He can get back on stage himself. But if you go really high with Joker and then send down the gun, you're safe, but you're still chipping out Meta Knight. So that is a great little conversion there in terms of gameplay style for 6WX to use gun effectively and pressure Bonk off the side.
Back throw, a full stock advantage for 6WX now as he looks to maintain stage. Neutral air doing pretty well for himself there. But it's going to be the back air that claims the stock. And now if Bonk, his last stand on winner's side.
And a Rebel's Guard 1/4 of the way there and ever so slightly building where he has to do it very rapidly. We're probably going to see some attempt at these that up air chain. Here it comes, platform assist, getting dragged out!
Bonk takes it out! Bonk takes out 6WX!
Oh my God!
Stake through the heart of the former Philadelphia #1, and Bonk slashing and dashing his way into grands.
I'm just surprised that I called that as it was